Hello everybody and welcome back to another lockpicking video. And yeah, in today's video I have the honor of trying a challenge lock the user Der Care Bear created, a fellow German picker. And yeah, he created this to advance in the LPU belt ranking system, because maybe you're familiar with that, but you need to create a challenge lock. So take a lock that is made, just comes from factory, and you modify it to challenge other users in picking it. Oh, nice, a letter. Let me check. Ah, yeah, this is a nice letter from him. So. Sorry, I have to read this for you. This is really nice. Ruhrgold, my first challenge lock. This is my first challenge lock, so I'm looking for feedback in terms of how well my modifications were performed, as well as how difficult this lock feels. I also want to reach out as many fellow pickers as possible, so please make sure to send it to the next interested picker. We'll surely do that. If no one seems interested, you might contact me and return it. No, I will find somebody who will want to pick it, but let me know in the comments if you would be interested to pick this actually. The name is a homage to the infamous Ruhrgold, saved from the movie Army of Thieves. It's a Netflix movie and the prequel to Army of the Dead, surrounding safe-cracking genius Ludwig Dieter. Ah yeah, I know this movie. This is quite nice. Not super accurate with lockpicking, but it's very nice. So I'm from the area around Ruhr in Germany, also known as Ruhrgebiet. Yeah, the pot. So I thought this was a fitting name for the lock. I've included a shim into the package. Yeah, always use a shim. The T-pin I made might get stuck. Oh, there are T-pins in, yeah. I must say that I saw in his Reddit post the inside of this lock. But I hope I have forgotten enough to not know what's going on in there. Gutting of the core is allowed. Yeah. Okay. Key might feel a bit stiff. Okay. Little force. Yeah. Okay, that makes also sense. Okay, I will give you feedback in a second, hopefully. Hopefully we can get this open together. Put this to the side. Ah, here's the good stuff. Okay, key is mummified. Ah, look at this engraving, really cool. So I leave it mummified here in the top right corner. And here's the good stuff. Oh, this is so nice. I love Abus 7240s from factory already. And I'm looking forward to the mods he made in here. Oh, look at this engraving, really cool. His username and then Ruhrgold. Feels really good. CB. Ah, Care Bear, I see. Okay, so let's get this in a vise. All locked up. Hopefully we won't need the key. And let's see. Okay. Maybe let me grab the other tensioner. I think this is hopefully fine. And let's use this profile here. Zoom you in a little bit. And yeah, looks good. So let's start picking. Still binding though. Okay, let's restart. So all pins are back. And let's try with this, F31 profile. One is binding. Okay, not binding anymore. 5 is binding. Okay, not anymore. 4 is binding. Still binding. Oh, let's leave it here. 3 is binding. Okay. Still binding at 3. Okay, nice click on 3. Now 1 is binding again. Good. Okay, it was 5. Four. 5 again. Yeah, this is a good challenge. Thanks for creating this, Care Bear. And I can have a go at it. Okay, 1's binding. Let's try to set it. Okay, I didn't overset it. Okay, and we're open. Nice, that took quite some time. So I went silent in the end, but I was a bit overwhelmed with what to feel for. So let's quickly fast forward. Got it. Okay, welcome back from fast forward. Yeah, I dropped the spring. I will search this afterwards, but let's have a look at everything first. So here's the housing. Here came out the core, and one thing that he did is really cool. I don't think for challenge log it's really necessary. Oh, come on. But yeah, he made an anti-bypass wafer. So if you don't know, but you can reach through this core and manipulate the opening mechanism of the lock. This, yeah, quarter circle that you see here in the back, you can manipulate this directly because it's not connected to the core, and therefore they introduced these bypass wafers, or at least in American locks they did. And Care Bear created one for this ABUS 7240, so it cannot be bypassed. So yeah, really cool. Really nice that you did this. Besides that, right while we have the core in hand, it's quite nice to see that the first chamber is threaded. The next one actually has quite massive undercutting. Luckily I didn't get caught in this somehow, I think. Or maybe I didn't see it, felt it so much. But at least it should be really effective, especially if you look on the pin that goes along with it. Here in chamber 2, that should be nicely caught actually in this milling. So I don't know if I was just lucky. But overall, let's have a look at the pins. So 6 pins. And all pins are modified. Really nice. So all key pins have at least serrations on them or some overset traps. Really well made. Can I get the lighting any better? But I guess you see the picture, right? Maybe like this. And for the driver pins, they are also made really nice. So what do we have here in chamber 1? Yeah, some spoolish serrated thingy. I don't know what to say else. Then we have this in chamber 2. Oh, come on, focus. We have this gin-like and spoolish driver, really cool. And this one is a bit rounded off at the top, might be making picking a bit easier. Also really nice spools here. I love the small serration here in the top, and here in the 6th chamber there's a really nice T-pin, and it is a bit tapered even, so it probably will bind a couple of times. Yeah, and I guess this was the surprise open I got, because I was somewhat in a false set and then didn't get any counter rotations, but just tapped on a pin. I think this was pin 6. Yeah, really nice pin work, especially for first challenge lock. Any mods to the housing? Yeah, here's a nice engraving here, but we've seen it during the pick already. Yeah, all chambers are standard, but it wouldn't make too much sense to modify them anyhow. And yeah, it's really amazing to see core modifications in the first challenge lock. These serrations caught on really nicely here in chamber 1, and I needed to pick this quite a bit, because if we put the key pin in, you see how much you have to lift this pin actually. And if we look on the effectiveness, yeah, it's quite nice that you have to lift the whole pin stack that much through all the serrations, and it will get caught on the way every time. And jiggle a little bit. And yeah, what he also did is, you can see this barely on this pin, but he marked all the driver pins so you cannot mix up the rotation with a small felt marker or something. Really nice feature, so you don't mix up the orientation. Really cool. So Care Bear, great job on your first challenge lock. Keep improving like this. And yeah, what could you do better? I don't know, it's really great pin work already. Maybe just choose a different housing, because with the AB7240 they are very nice locks to pick, but they only give you so much room to play with. Yeah, like if we take a full grown lock, you have a little bit more space, and you have a little bit more lift that you have to do with the pins. So for making challenge locks, a full size lock, it's always a bit easier to modify and get good results, I think, than doing it with a small format lock. Yeah, but really that's all I could say that you could improve. I mean, this is really great work, and don't be shy on your engraving. That's really good for a first one. Really nice. So thanks that I could play around with this, and happy that I got it open after quite some time. So to everybody who's still here, thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.